Cantor, one more thing. Actually, I'm just going to make this a co-host. As it turns out, Cantor, I actually cannot unmute you, even if you're a host, which is interesting.
Ya lai 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 la lai 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 ya lai 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 ya lai 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 la lai 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 ya lai 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 la lai ya lai ya lai lai ya lai lai ya la lai ya lai 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 ya la lai 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 ya lai 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 lai. Shabbat Shalom, everyone that I can see on Zoom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone who's watching in Facebook Live or YouTube or went straight to our website to watch. I understand all those things are happening at once, the miracle of technology. And for those of you who have joined us on Zoom, you'll have a much more interactive experience. I'll be asking Amy Liesman, who's helping us out tonight, to unmute you all when we share names for the healing prayers, when we share names for the Kaddish. So I am going to be offering that for those who showed their faces. And of course, if you'd rather not be seen on Facebook or on YouTube, you're welcome to turn off your camera. You press the stop video button, and then you'll have all the privacy you want. So welcome, Shabbat Shalom. Rabbi Lipp is taking a much-deserved evening off, and I will be bringing you Shabbat services tonight with Miriam from our sanctuary. We're going to begin by asking Amy Liesman to please share the prayer book. Thank you, Amy. And we're going to light candles. So if you have candles where you are, feel free to light with me, and I'll light the ones right here. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Let's read together this kavanah, something to help put our hearts in the right place to enter into Shabbat and into prayer together. There are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we are reminded that justice is our duty and a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. We continue with some of these songs that bring in Shabbat. We're going to sing the one on the bottom of the page on your screen, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Hadash. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. We continue on the next page with Yismechu Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Tagel Haaretz. Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, Hashamayim, Yismechu Hashamayim, B'tagel Haaretz. Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Umelo. Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Yiram Hayam, Umelo. We continue on the next page with L'chadodi, this Kabbalistic prayer for Shabbat. And we're going to sing the verses that you see. And in the last verse, you'll be invited, I'll invite you to rise where you are if you're able, turn toward the door, and welcome Shabbat to enter like a bride is welcomed at a wedding feast. Lecha dodi likrat kala, panei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, panei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'diburecha rishmi anu, el hamiyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo. לשם ולתפארת ולתחילה עליך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה עליך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה לקראת שבת לכו ונחכים מכל הברכה שמי קדם נסוך סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה עליך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה עליך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה התעוררי אורך קומי אורי שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה עליך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה עליך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה. Please rise if you're able and turn towards your door. Boi v'shalom, atirid mana gam besimcha uvetzona tochemune am segula. Boi chala alecha dodi לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה עליך דודי כבודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה. We turn to Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, the psalm that Shabbat sings for itself. Words of gratitude, words of gathering in those things that are blessings in our lives, something that we did this week yesterday. I hope everyone was able to gather in goodness and gratitude, and that is something that we always do on Shabbat, and bring our hearts where they need to be. And for the work of prayer that we need to do, we begin from a place of gratitude. And we're going to sing the last two lines of this psalm. This is the words of how great are the works of Adonai. מה גדלו מעשיך מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך, מה גדלו מעשיך מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. And if you are seated, I didn't tell you to sit down after Lahadodi. You can rise now for the Reader's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון ובימיכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא ואמרו Amen. We remain standing for the call to prayer. Baruchu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch המבורך לעולם ועד, המבורך לעולם ועד. You may be seated. We read together on this next slide. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai ha'ma'ariv aravim. And we turn to a prayer of God's expansive love. Ahavat olam. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Torah mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim atanu limadeta al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachveinu u'b'komeinu nasiach ונשמח בחוקך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך, ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם ולילה, יומם ולילה. ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד, ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד. Please join me in the chanting of the Ve'ahavta. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Let's read together this kavanah to set our hearts in a right intention for the next prayer. We talk about redemption and the things that we can achieve together as a people. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. We continue with Mi Chamocha. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osif ele, nora tehilot osif ele, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Malchutecha ra'u banecha bokeyam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze eliyanu ve'amru, ze eliyanu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Adonai, mi kamocha nedar bakodesh, nedar bakodesh. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Blessed is God, Redeemer of Israel. We continue with Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom, v'hamidenu shomeinu lechayim, ushmatzatenu uvainu lechayim uleshalom, ve'ata ve'adolam. Baruch atah Adonai, O Adonai, hapores sukat shalom. Adonai aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Amen. We continue with Vishamru, a song that reminds us to set Shabbat apart from all other days, that we are together and the same with our very, very diverse group of Jews in that one act that takes Shabbat and sets it aside as a holy day. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש. Please rise if you're able for tefillah. Adonai sefatai tiftachu fi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישוע, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללו הסלע. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. You may be seated. We continue together. May these words of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yira na'avod. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us, and for all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulcha na'eh lehodot. And we conclude the tefillah with Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha, tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Take a few moments on the blank page. Can imagine that it's what we refer to in Torah as white fire, the space between the words that give possibility to our imagination And we sit for a moment with our own personal prayers. יהיו לרצון נמרפים והגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי אדוני צורי וגואלי So I'm going to ask Amy to thank you. She anticipated my needs. And it's, many of you know that it's BHS's custom for a long, long time to have the cantor give what is called a sermon and song, or in Hebrew, devar shir, on the night after Thanksgiving. So it's my pleasure to bring you a little taste of the subject of a class that I'll be teaching in the next 3 Thursdays. So a little plug for my class. I'll remind you again afterwards. But I'm going to share a little bit of a theatrical experience. So I hope that you enjoy. The Jewish people has always been a people of song, giving aesthetic expression to its hopes, joys, suffering, struggles, and victories. The Jewish experience in America has been no exception. During all the many phases and periods of this experience, from the colonial beginnings through the mass immigrations of the late 1800s, the disillusionment in the sweatshops, the labor movement, the wars, both 1 and 2, song has played a dominant role in the cultural life of American Jewry, in the synagogues, the summer camps, the first Hebrew schools, Yiddish theater, movies, the concert stage, and of course, in the home. Through these songs, one can gain an emotional as well as historical understanding of the American Jewish experience. With all this to sift through, I narrowed my focus to tell you a fictional story around the very real experience of the mass Russian emigration which began in the latter quarter of the 19th century and landed at Ellis Island. The wave of pogroms during the 1880s prompted in many Jews a deep yearning for America. The experience of these Jews became the subject of many songs, both in Yiddish and English, over the next few decades. Let me take you on a journey. My name is Klara Alexandrovskaya, and I was born in 1890 in Russia, in a town that looked like sneeze on a map and is pronounced the same way. The town is called Rezhishchov. We try to live a simple life, but the Cossacks are making it impossible. We live in constant fear of the next time they will come to visit. But everything is about to change. The world, the universe has changed. I have ticket to America. You've heard, of course, of America. It is a miraculous land. There we will have opportunity, security, and freedom. They are calling it the Golden Land. Eine gute Klezmer, dein Fiddle in Hand und spiel mir das Liedl von goldenem Land. Am Off legt mein Mama mit Herz Herzengefühl, das Little mir singen, oi spiel es mir spiel, amol vielleicht mein Mama mit Herzengefühl, das Little mir singen, oi spiel es mir spiel. So, I pack my samovar and my feather bed, the comforts of home, to bring to my new home. The journey is a long one. We must to keep our spirits up and remember that this is a land where Jews can finally have a happy, good life. Long live Columbus! A shtetl is America, mechayech leben. Es ruht auf dir, die Schkinnela, mir sollen azoi leben. Milchames, Bixen, Menschenblut, darfen wir auf Zores. A Gobernetter darf mir nicht, a Kaiser auf Kapores. Ois ist gut, singt sie alle mit. Oi, leben soll Columbus, trinkt wieder Lichlechaim. Oi, leben soll Columbus, oi, von dem Land im Nahen. Seid zufrieden, gelebt nicht in die Trombes. Schreit je jeden, leben soll Columbus, leben soll Columbus. I have arrived in America. And I'm living in New York. I have a small room that I share with 3 other girls. We find job. I must admit, it's not entirely what I expected. I don't know exactly what I expected. I work as long as I can keep awake, sometimes longer. And for what we are paid, we almost cannot survive. I have lost count of how many days, weeks have passed since I left Russia. And I cannot see how or when this will end. Sometimes I am afraid I will become an old woman, still sitting at my sewing machine. Nicht such mich, wo dir Mythen grünen, gefindest mich dort nicht, mein Schatz, wo Lebenswirken bei Maschinen, dort ist mein Ruheplatz, dort ist mein Ruheplatz. Nicht such mich, wo die Vögel singen, gefindest mich dort nicht, mein Schatz. A Schlaf bin ich, wo Güten klingen, dort ist mein Ruheplatz, dort ist mein Ruheplatz. Nicht such mich, wo Fontanen spritzen, gefindest mich dort nicht, mein Schatz, wo Tränen rinnen, Zähne kritzen, dort ist mein Ruheplatz, dort ist mein Ruheplatz. This morning I was not well. I could not to get out of bed. I was frightened of losing my job, but I must to sleep. It was the smell that woke me of smoke and burning flesh. My factory, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory, where I have spent all of my days here in America, has burned to the ground. And the girls, my sisters in blood and sweat. They could not get out. In the heart of New York City, near Washington Square, in 1911, March winds were cold and bare. A fire broke out in a building 10 stories high, and 146 young girls in those flames did die. The sweatshop was a stuffy room with but a single door. The windows, they were gray with dust from off that dirty floor. There were no comforts, no fresh air, no light to sew thereby. And the girls, they toiled from early morn till darkness filled the sky. Then on that fateful day, dear God, most terrible of days, when that fire broke out, it grew into a mighty blaze. In that fire trap way up there, with but a single door, so many innocent working girls burned to live no more. More than 100,000 people walked in the funeral procession. I never realized how many of us are here in America, working and struggling to survive. All of us coming for the American dream, the land of promise. Sometimes I cannot remember why I left my shtetl in Russia. I miss home and my mother. I write to her whenever I can. Teure Mama, teure Mutter, du, mein teure, koscher Herz. Du weißt du, wie ich wenne so bitter und wie tief ist da mein Schmerz. Was wollte ich nicht weggegeben? Ich soll tun auf dir a Blick. Ich wollte für dir gestreckt das Leben. Ich soll kommen zu dir zurück. Teure Mama, teure Mutter, du mein teure koscher Herz, du weißt du, wie ich wenne so bitter und wie tief ist du mein Schmerz. Was wollt ich nicht weggegeben? Ich soll tun auf dir ein Blick. Ich wollt vor dir gestreckt das Leben. Ich soll kommen zu dir zurück. I have heard of a protest demonstration in London where the Jews marched down the streets, and when they began to sing, the people watching took off their hats. Here, we are beginning to march. We are beginning to organize. We are learning that we have rights here in America. We are free, not slaves, and we must stand together to fight against our oppressors. Wir wären gehasst und getrieben, wir wären geplagt und verfolgt, und alles nur dafür, weil wir lieben das arme, geschmachtende Volk, das arme, geschmachtende Volk. Wir wären erschossen, gehangen, man räubt uns das Leben und Recht. der Pfarrer bei mir es verlangen, und Freiheit für arme Knecht, und Freiheit für arme Knecht. Ihr kennt uns Dämonen, Tyrannen, na ihr Kämpfer wird bringen die Zeit, und wir kämpfen bis wann die ganze Welt wird werden befreit, die ganze Welt wird werden befreit. I have joined the International Ladies Garment Workers Union. We have the attention of America. Since 20,000 of us stopped working to demand better conditions in the factories. And that is only the beginning. The battle is won, but the fight's just begun, and the Union flag's unfurled. United we're strong, let us march toward the dawn of a brave new workers' world. O Union of the garment workers, to you we ever will be true. We'll build and we'll fight and we'll rise in our might with the ILGWU. With the ILEWU. Much time has passed, and much has changed here in America. Life in Russia has only gotten worse, and now there are whisperings of war in Europe. But here in America, we are strong and ready. It has been a difficult journey, but I know for certain that I made the right decision to come here all those years ago, to this young and incredible country. There's a song that everyone is singing about America, even the Goyim, written by the son of a Chazan. Let me see if I can remember how it goes. While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair, as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home. Thank you, everyone, for joining me in my little journey. And if you are interested and curious about the music and the people who created these songs during an incredibly challenging and exciting time in American history, please join me the next 3 Thursdays from 7 to 8 o'clock. No, 6:30 to 7:30. It's in the adult, you can register in the adult education box on the website. And we'll delve deeper into this incredible and rich heritage. So if I can invite Amy one more time to share the prayer book. I'm going to invite you to think of the people that you would like to say a prayer of healing for. And I'm going to first say the names of those in our community who've asked to be mentioned. And then actually, I know I asked you to share the prayer book, Amy, but we should unmute everyone and let them share names. So we'll do that before we actually sing the Mishaberach. So in our community, we have Gail Kirsch, Yitzhak Buchsbaum, Dr. Michael Buchholz, Seymour Pustilnik, Ellen Boyle, Kevin Boyle, Richard Nicholson, Deborah Newman-Solowy, Robert Mallon, Maureen Tremblay, Helene Furman-Gold, Gloria Sancho, Jenny St. George, Yigal Ben Alana, Arthur Rose, Achsan Faruqi, Aliyah Ben Leibel V'Gitahenya, Chava Gittel Bat Frida, Yona Bat Ephraim Yeheschel V'Miriam, Fege Dvasha Bat Shendel, Florence Spire, Yona Chaya Bat Miriam, Davida, Ruth Bat Binyamin V'Chava, Steve Brown Inns, Yona Tevye Ben Leibel V'Gitahenya, Renee Fishzone, Moshe Ben Leah, Nancy Lazar, and Delroy Aline. And I invite you to accept the unmute request and offer names for the prayer. And I'll also read off anyone that you would prefer to mention in the chat.
Simone Swink, Kevin Gillespie.
We have Moshe Aaron Ben Gittel and Shirley Gold, Ray Scannell,
Ross McGee. Ross McGee, Wendy Alderman, and Helene Gold.
and I want to share, someone also mentioned blessings to all who are fighting COVID. I think we share that sentiment. So I'll invite Amy to mute everyone one more time. And we'll sing the Mishaberach together as we wish those who are dear to us a full healing of body and of spirit. Mishaberach avoteinu mekol haberacha leimoteinu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Bisheberach imoteinu mekor haberacha le'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Read together these prayers for our country and community. O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Grant our leaders wisdom and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country sound in body and spirit. And let us say, Amen. And a prayer for the state of Israel, everyone together. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Grant them deliverance and adorn them in a mantle of victory. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. And may we say, Amen. We rise one more time, if we're able, in body or spirit, for Aleinu. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שהוא שם חלקנו לייחד את שמו, וגורלנו להמליך מלכותו, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד את מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בהשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Remain standing for a moment. We're going to share names of those who are held in our memory at this time. I will first mention some names from our community. Those who have passed more recently. Alexander Barron is mourned by Deborah Burrow and her family. David Schneer is mourned by Amy Leesman. Eileen Balkan is mourned by Jane Myers. Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs is mourned by our entire community. Jean Shore is mourned by Carol Foreman and Yitzhak Buxbaum. And just past this week, Larry Brilliant is mourned by Alan Brilliant, Marcia Bellows, and Jason Brilliant. May his memory be for a blessing. May all their memories be for a blessing. And those who are observing a yard site, I will share the names of those whose yard site falls on this week. Martin Gross, recalled by Barbara Chardon. Priscilla Zaons, I hope I said that right. Recalled by Hilary Ackerman. Willard Perlman, recalled by Deborah Perlman. Alice Meyer, recalled by Susan Mandelbaum. Rose Skinner, recalled by Laura Shapiro. Charles Buchholz, recalled by Sherry Buchholz. Marilyn Neubauer, recalled by April Neubauer. Doreen Green, recalled by Lori Green. Eleanor Gervin Riss, recalled by Miss Shanna Riss. Martin Golden Waldman, recalled by Stephen Waldman. Mary Katowitz, recalled by Miriam Katowitz. Martin Green is recalled by Lori Green. Dr. Samuel Edward Einhorn is recalled by Peggy Einhorn. Susan Speen is recalled by Adam Speen. I hope I'm saying that right. Margaret Sommer is recalled by Olivia Sommer. Max Barkas is recalled by Grace Vogel. Charlene Wilder Radley is recalled by Dahlia Radley Kingsley. Emma E. Shapiro is recalled by Robert Weiss. Howard L. Gitlin is recalled by Judith Keller. Harry Cooper is recalled by Merrill Hirschland. Gladys Zagnit is recalled by Stuart Zagnit. Suji Fong is recalled by Anna Fong. And Helene Joan Hall is recalled by Eve Hall. I invite Amy to unmute everyone and share the names of anyone you would like to also be included. And if you prefer to put it in the chat, I'll read those names as well.
Colin Killer. Ed Muncham.
May their memories always be for a blessing. I'll invite Amy to share the words of the Kaddish and mute everyone. Actually, let's keep everyone unmuted. This is a little bit of a cacophony, but such an important community moment to be able to recite Kaddish together. So if you'd like to be unmuted and can tolerate the noise, please recite Kaddish with me now. Yitgadal, Yitkadash, Shamei Rabbah. Alma divra chirutei, yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'gala u'v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach, le'olam ul'amei hamaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal mei dekudesha b'chu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata ushbechata v'nechemata ve'amiran be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamayim chayim aleinu ve'el kol Yisrael אמרו אמן, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו amen. I'll invite Amy to mute everyone. May the one who makes peace in the heavens bring peace down to all of us as we sing Oseh Shalom and hold the memories of our loved ones in our hearts. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו amen. So we're going to conclude our service with a couple of Adon Olam, and then we're going to make Kiddush and Motzi together. And I just want to remind everyone that Torah study begins at 9:30 tomorrow via Zoom. Rabbi Lip, I believe, is leading. And we have many wonderful things going on in the calendar. Please use the website. The buttons on the front page will take you wherever you need to go, and you can enjoy the offerings that our staff has put together. So we will move to Adon Olam, and we'll sing together. Oh, that's not Adon Olam, but that's okay. Let's just sing it anyway, if anyone knows it by memory. Adon Olam Hashem Malach B'terem Kon Yitzir Nivra Le'ed Nasar V'chefzo Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Ve'acharei Kichlot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora Ve'hu Haya Ve'hu Hove והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד בן שני להמשילו להכבירה, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה, ולא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי וחי גואלי, וצוי חבלי בית צרה, והוא ניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא, מנת כוסי ביום אקרא, בידו אפקיד רוחי, בעת אישן בעירה, באם רוחי גבייה שמעתי אדוני לי ולא אירא, אדוני לי ולא אירא. So if you have a Kiddush cup, I invite you to grab it and we will make Kiddush together. Let's start with Vayihi Erev. ויהי ערב ויהי בוקר יום השישי, ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם, ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה, וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו, כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. סברי חבריי, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו, ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה בראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת, אמן. לחיים. And if anyone has a challah, we can say motzi together, at which point I'll invite Amy to unmute you all, and we can all wish each other Shabbat Shalom and kibbutz for about 5 minutes before we pull you away. So I invite you to if you feel like you'd like to do that, to stay on after we make motzi. So if you're holding a challah, put your hand on your challah, and we say together, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. It's wonderful to see you all. And please feel free to talk a little bit in the next few minutes and greet each other.
And your class starts when? Oh, well,
Thursday.
I believe it's next week.
Next Thursday.
this on Thursday.
Thursday. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. It's good to
Shabbat
see you.
Shalom.
Everybody.
What a beautiful